Hi. Before an organization outsources its business function to a third party vendor, it needs to be sure that the third party is following best practices with regards to financial reporting and operational controls. So, in order to get that assurance, the organization uses the SOC reports or system and organization control reports of that third party vendor. So these SOC reports are a suite of auditing reports prepared by an independent auditor while he conducts the audit of that particular third party. So by reviewing the SOC reports of that third party, the organization can understand all the risks involved while outsourcing its business function to that particular third party. So in this video, I will discuss the SOC reports and their types and their purpose. So let's start. Now, in 2002, the Sarbanes-Oxley Act was enforced to protect the investors from fraudulent financial reporting by the corporations in which they invested their money. And as per Section 404 of Sarbanes-Oxley Act, the corporations have to carry out assessment of their financial reporting controls, and this assessment had to be attested by an independent auditor or certified public accountant. And this certified public accountant is certified or designated by American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. So due to this Sarbanes-Oxley Act, the corporations also needed to make sure that if they want to outsource their critical business function to any third party vendor, then that third party vendor has also to comply with all the SOC Sarbanes-Oxley requirements. So the American Institute of Certified Public Accountant issued this standard, that is SAS 70. So SAS stands for Statement on Auditing Standard. So this auditing standard was developed by American Institute of Certified Public Accountant to facilitate the certified public accountant or independent auditors to conduct the audit of a third party vendor. So the corporations under Sarbanes-Oxley wanted their vendor to get the attestation of third party vendor under SAS 70 in order to escape or to avoid any litigation under Sarbanes-Oxley Act. So as per SAS 70, the independent auditor had to conduct the audit of financial reporting and financial statements of a third party vendor. And this attestation or this auditing is also known as service auditor's examination. So in 2011, this SAS 70 was replaced by SSAE 16. So SSAE stands for Statement on Standards for Attestation Engagement. So SSAE 16 introduced the System and Organization Control Reports or SOC reports. And in 2017, the SSAE 18 replaced the SSAE 16. So under SSAE 18, the control assessment was grouped into 5 trusted service principles, and these 5 trusted service principles are based on CIA triad or confidentiality, integrity, and availability triad. So the controls are assessed based upon while they addresses these 5 principles, and these 5 trust service principles are confidentiality, security, privacy, and then is availability, and the fifth one is processing integrity. So as per confidentiality, security and privacy, the access control, multi-factor authentication, encryption, firewall and IDSs are to be in place. And as per the availability environment, the processes for performance monitoring, disaster recovery and incidents handling are to be functional. And as per the processing integrity requirement, the quality assurance and processing monitoring have to be in place. So our third party vendor is assessed by an independent auditor based upon these five trust service principles. So there are three types of SOC reports, that is SOC 1, SOC 2 and SOC 3, and there are two levels of SOC 1 and SOC 2 reports. So first level is type 1 and second level is type 2. So a SOC 1 can be SOC 1 type 1 report, or it can be SOC 1 type 2 report, and similarly SOC 2 can be SOC 2 type 1 report and SOC 2 type 2 report. So as per the type 1 report, this type 1 is assessment or auditing for controls at a point in time, and this is less reliable. Whereas type 2 SOC auditing reports are the assessment or auditing over a period of time, and these are more reliable. So as per the SOC 1 reports, the internal controls over financial reporting are being assessed by an independent auditor. So if an organization has outsourced its business function to a third party vendor, and that vendor is not following good practices with regards to financial reporting, then there is a downstream effect on that corporation under Sarbanes-Oxley Act. So SOC 1 reports covers the financial aspect of auditing, and it also provides a financial audit trail to the organization who wants to get the services from that particular third party to which the SOC 1 reports belong. So SOC 1 report can be type 1 and type 2, and type 1 report are the assessment at a point in time, and this assessment is carried out for the design of the controls. And SOC 1 type 2 reports are assessment of the operations of that control, that either these controls are effective over a period of time, for example 6 months. Now the SOC 2 reports are the trusted service criteria, and these are used by IT vendors, and these are based upon CIA triad, which I have discussed earlier. So the control testing is mandatory for SOC 2 reports by the independent auditor, and these SOC 2 reports are based upon this reporting standard, that is AT101. So the SOC 2 reports can be type 1 and type 2, and similar to SOC 1 reports, the type 1 SOC 2 reports are the assessment or auditing reports over the control design, and SOC 2 reports are the operations of that control and effectiveness of that control over a period of time. Now the SOC 3 reports are just like SOC 2 reports, but these are for general public. So these reports are less technical, and these are non-confidential part of SOC 2 reports. So these are just the summary of SOC 2 reports, and these are for general customers. So the organizations who are quite mature, that they have SOC 1 reports and SOC 2 reports, then they may go and they prepare this SOC 3 reports for journal customers or the customers who are visiting their website. So the potential customers or who are visiting the website of a third party vendor to whom they may want to outsource their business function can review the SOC 3 reports published on that website. So SOC 1 and SOC 2 reports are confidential and SOC 3 reports are public. So this was all from my side. Please stay connected to my channel for similar videos. Thank you.